to a freak show.
So, in War Thunder, you'll often be confronted with a situation where you only have an anti-air left, or you just don't have the spawn points to spawn anything but an anti-air. And so your only option is to kill aircraft, because obviously these guys can't kill tanks. Or can they? Because today I'm actually going to show you a strategy that somewhat works, that allows you to theoretically kill almost any tank using an anti-air. This strategy is incredibly inconsistent, but in theory, it does work. For demonstration, I have brought an Ostwind 2. I don't actually own this vehicle, but I'm using the premium version for a free test drive. And, it's going up against a T-34, which, you know, decently armored tank. Can't really get through there normally. Before doing this strategy, I do recommend you to first immobilize and disarm your targets, because otherwise, it might be deadly. What the f just happened? Huh? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. What? That's not the strategy, by the way. That's not what I intended for. That was actually a very lucky coincidence. Sometimes you'll hit lucky shots like this, but most usually I did not expect that to happen. So as I meant to show, it's very good for you to usually... I can't even speak anymore. So usually I recommend you to first disable your enemy's gun and tracks, so it's easier. Now what you do, you don't shoot there, you shoot there. He's dead. And now you might be saying, okay, it's a T-34. I mean, it's decently armored, but it's not that armored. Well, let's try it with a slightly more armored vehicle, that being a T-44. Once again, let's first disable this bad boy. Obviously, he's not going to kill me because it's just a frozen entity, but still, I want to show this to you properly. First, disable your enemy. Although, you probably do not ever want to have to do this against the T-44, because he will most likely kill you. And again, downwards. And he's dead. It took a little, but he's dead. Yeah, it works on most vehicles. Not all of them, but most. And there's a very fun little reason that allows this to work. So this time I'm not actually gonna. I'm gonna. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Boom. So disabled again, and now I've changed my recording window for you to see it properly. What is happening to allow this strategy to work is the rounds in War Thunder from any vehicle. Any round that you shoot in War Thunder is actually a physically modeled thing, a physically modeled entity, and what's happening is they're ricocheting off the ground through the extremely thin bottom armor of the tank up into the tank and killing the crew inside. And you can do this with almost any tank. It's not the most effective strategy, it's very inconsistent, but most of the time it just works. It just works. That was a one-shot. Do you see that? I one-shot a T-44 with an Ostwind. With an Ostwind. This thing has 46 mils of pen. Which, I mean, not bad, of course, but just imagine the kind of damage that you could be doing with higher tier. Just like imagine the damage that you could do with stronger SPAs. That's insane. Like, it takes a little while and it's a little inconsistent, but usually it works. It's just something that you gotta keep in mind, and I personally don't really remember this strategy when playing it all. Also, it does not really work on long distances. It really only works on close range combat, so also keep that in mind. But yeah, that's that. And that was, of course, your daily War Thunder lesson, presented to you, of course, by the one and only Russian War General. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.